I think you should.
Women can't serve in the military with selective service. Or actually, they don't have to serve in the military through selective service. So I think with you not having skin in the game, you shouldn't be able to put the commander-in-chief in who could send us to war.
But you know what? You know what I realized though?
What?
I was worried about women's vote in totality, but a lot of them won't vote just because they don't care. That too.
True, but there's a lot of women like her that are voting for Kamala and they don't even know the policies. No offense.
I'm not
Sorry.
Because they just don't like Trump.
But
that's the problem. That's what's scary because there's a lot of women like her.
Yes,
they're going to vote for Kamala just because.
True.
I gotta learn more in order to vote. I can't just vote off something I don't really know about.
But that's the issue,
the
though.
problem.
So that's why
a lot of people vote off
say
the shit they don't know.
They won't learn or go do their own research. They'll just vote because they feel like it's like this way.
But I do agree. Take away the 19th
Like
Amendment.
men are way more likely to study the candidate that they vote for. Women are way less likely to study the candidate.
Or
they
know
vote
the policies
for.
at least.
Or a woman will be like, I don't like the way he talks, and then they'll just vote for the person that they like more personally. They don't care about their policies.
The cats and eat the dogs.
They want to vote for them because, like, she just literally said it. Oh yeah, Kamala speaks better, and she seems that she cares more about women.
Her whole campaign, though, and her whole like appeal was to cater to women to say, you know what, I have your back when it comes to abortions. That's why they feel this way. But in reality speaking, to just edging towards that one main point. Feelings. But
I mean, whatever. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not going to get offended. But to those who don't have time, I mean, I'm always busy and working. Just go out and vote. And it's up to you. That's it.
Yay.
I'm sorry, can I speak right quick?
Yeah.
Sure.
I completely agree with y'all's statement because the
Which
only
one? Not voting?
Yeah, not voting. Because the only reason I'm voting for Trump is because my stepfather was teaching me about everything going on. You feel me? He taught me about why I should vote for Trump, whatever the case may be. But in reality, us females are oblivious. You feel me? Like, we just vote just to vote because we finally got the right at one point. And I may sound hypocritical for this because I am a female, but that's my opinion. Us females just do it because, you know, as she said, she only likes, what's her name again?
Kamala.
Kamala. Because of the way she speaks, because she sounds more intelligent.
Yeah.
But in reality, for Trump, right, he keeps us safe. You feel me? He has connections with multiple countries, whatever the case may be, and, you know, keeps us safe in a sense.
you want to respond to that? Because you were definitely
Like I
shaking your
said,
head.
I think people should vote only if they're educated, as y'all said. And I think they should only speak on it publicly if you're educated about it.
So should we pass
There's a
the
lot
test
of
to vote?
false.
You want to chime in too as well? I saw your head shaking too.
I disagree on that. Very disagree.
Yeah, I just disagree. Yeah.
Why?
Disagree on what?
Let me tell you.
Tell them, Pumpkin.
Well, you disagree with her or with her?
No.
Say it to the mic, please.
Oh, what else? About
yes.
what
I
specifically
disagree.
what specifically disagree with?
The whole women
Shouldn't vote?
not having the right to vote.
Okay.
Why? Because one, we have more knowledge than y'all do. Little do y'all know.
You can't name three countries though.
We brung you guys into this
Yeah, I
world.
did.
We birthed you guys. So if anybody has the
that's
more
not
knowledge,
though.
listen,
But
I
our
didn't
sperm,
finish.
you can do
I
that
didn't finish. Even though I understand what she was just saying, she didn't say that she liked the way she talked. She was saying she's seeing her speak on more stuff that's important that she never seen Trump speak on.
And once again, y'all basing it off of the women in this room as well.
And it's more women out here
think
that
so?
I know for a fact that
Or maybe the
knows
women
about
that y'all
voting.
come across. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe a demographic of women that
Oh,
y'all.
right. So you disagree. Okay, so you disagree with our stance on voting because, according to you, you birth men.
No, it's not that. Everybody has their
That was
own
your first
opinion.
argument.
we birth men. Yeah.
Every female, you cannot go off of every female thinks the same.
Most
Most females do not think the same.
Really?
I can tell you other things that most females at this table won't even know.
What?
Girl, don't waste your time with
Like
that.
what?
No, we not doing Literally,
Like
like,
what?
Literally, go on.
Like
tell
what? Go ahead.
first of all, do y'all know what's going on in Miami-Dade right now? Since we talking about politics, do y'all know what's going on in
Educate
Miami-Dade
us.
right now?
Okay, educate us. Tell us what's going on. In
So
Miami-Dade.
many black kids are getting killed over gun violence because of what they get put in their hand.
I mean, that's
why
normal.
we need guns.
That's-
It's not normal.
I mean, it's
Why?
just
No.
down here is
not.
It's not normal. Why? Because you shouldn't be. We are brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
No way you should be sitting here carrying a gun in your hand and feel like it's obligated, okay, to kill another person.
Okay.
Exactly.
But it's happening.
I
though.
agree.
It's happening. Why though?
Because they have the guns in their
Because
hands.
of
No, because of what they're watching who they're watching, who they're being raised by, and what surrounds them.
Who's raising them?
Environment.
Just because I have a good mother.
Mostly the environment.
I have a good mother. Takes well care of me. I stay in the hood. I had getting my GED from high school. Didn't go to high school. Going to Miami-Dade to get my GED. My mom raised me very well. My brother too got a good education. But little do you not know, my brother didn't finish college. I am. That's why I say everybody's different.
All right.
Sound effects is crazy.
Okay. So let's address the first thing. It takes two parents to have a child. So the whole concept when women say, because I love that, whenever I state something, women love to say, well, you came from a woman. What does that have to do with anything? Technically, I actually came from my dad.
Means is
because
that
the sperm that he, like, I came from him. So technically, if we want to go that way.
Meaning, 9 times out of 10, where are you guys?
I think she means that the woman's body develops
Exactly.
a whole
Would
entire
you
human.
stay
Yes, I
for
get
the whole
that
9
you're...
months?
Yeah, but you still need a man to do that.
That
So like
does
the
not
whole
mean
the whole
anything.
concept of like, because women always love to do that,
I'm
where
just
they're
trying
like,
to translate what she meant.
I birth you, so therefore I have like some type of ability to say something or an opinion on the matter. And I'm like, well, it takes two to have a child, so that doesn't count because both of you are, responsible for some degree. Yes, does a woman bear the child for 9 months? True, yes, but at the end of the day, the man has to reach a certain level to even impregnate the woman for him to choose
but
her.
chooses to.
So-
She doesn't have a choice.
All you guys do
She doesn't have a
is
choice
just
to what?
shoot
She
a
doesn't
sperm
have a
in.
choice.
That's
For a
it.
man, it's 2
One at a
seconds.
time, ladies.
Exactly.
Hold on.
For a woman, it's 9
Hold on.
Barely
Are you guys
did the
aware
work
that
and
men have
usually
no
lasts 2
reproductive
minutes.
rights in America?
No, you didn't listen to what I
You
said.
said she chose.
She has a choice. He has a choice, meaning to whether either he wants to stay in the kid life or he wants to leave the kid life.
Most men
She
just
doesn't.
leave.
Yes, you do.
No,
Why?
she does too.
No,
She does too.
No,
Yes,
she do.
no.
Yes, she
Why? Because in today, if you just to leave your child outside and you birth that kid, you will be going to jail
Yep.
for that kid.
You can have an abortion, and in some states up to 8 months.
Not here.
And down here,
But you can go to another state and do it. Is the point?
You can pack your
But
bags.
no,
Look. Women have 100% reproductive rights in the United States. Men have 0. Today's sponsor is Be Naked. After 30, your testosterone drops by 2% every year. Yeah, that's right. While you're out here scrolling TikTok, your masculinity is packing his bags. But you don't have to be that guy. Step up with Naked Organs. This ain't no soy boy supplement. This is straight up 100% bison organs, liver, kidney, heart. The stuff men have been using for centuries to stay sharp, strong, and keep their testosterone sky high. Forget your vegan pea protein, quinoa, or whatever weak sauce they're pushing. This is Primal Power, packed with B12, iron, and zinc. Real nutrients that your body needs to stay jacked and ready to dominate. Go to BeNaked.com, use code FRESH, and get 15% off. Keep your masculinity in check, guys. Code word FRESH. BeNaked.com, use code FRESH for 15% off.
Support them, support us.
0 reproductive rights. So that's number one, right? Because you made the argument about, because remember, do you remember how we even started this discussion?
Yeah, it's talking about politics.
Okay, but like, what did I say that made you come up with that concept of you come from a woman?
You were comparing men and women.
You
as
were
always.
comparing men and women the same.
What was it before that?
Shouldn't vote.
There you go. I said we need to repeal. So, and again, I gave a basis of why I say that. Now, does that mean every single woman can? I think only a minority could. Women that have government service, that have served in the military, and have skin in the game. The problem is that women don't have skin in the game. So if you don't have skin in the game, I don't think you have the privilege, because voting is a privilege. Why should you get to pick our commander-in-chief that could send us to war when you aren't involved in said war whatsoever? If there's a draft, you don't have to go. Matter of fact, we had a great conversation. I had to kick a couple girls off the podcast off when I had this, but I had a Ukrainian girl on the show, right?
A couple? Wow.
Yeah, I kicked the whole
Recently?
panel off. But there's a Ukrainian girl on the panel, right? And for some of you guys that don't know, right, this there was a war in Ukraine in like 2022, right? You guys are all aware of this,
Yes.
right?
Ukraine was
A war, a conflict in Ukraine. Russia invaded. The women were allowed to leave. The men had to stay, right?
Yeah.
This girl runs from her country, and a couple of her male family members die. So she's sitting on a panel. I'm like, so who do you want to vote for? I asked her the same exact thing. She was sitting where you're sitting, actually. And she was like, oh, I'm going to vote for whoever's more pro-Ukraine. I was like, okay, cool. Well, Kamala's going to continue the war. Trump's going to end the war. What do you want to do? She's like, well, enough of us have died, so we got to keep fighting. And I was like, well, 500,000 Ukrainians have already died. So you want someone else's family members to die because yours did? She didn't like that answer. I was like, well, Trump's going to end it right away. She's like, well, they'll all die in vain. I was like, well, sometimes you just got to take the L and just have peace. And she was like, no, we need to continue fighting. And I'm like, that's easy for you to say when you're here in the United States and you've been here for 2 years while the men had to stay back. That makes sense. And this is why I don't think it makes sense to allow women when they don't have skin in the game. I find it absolutely ridiculous that this woman's over here saying, oh, let's keep fighting, let's keep fighting. You don't have skin in the game. You're not even in the country anymore. Why should these young men have to go ahead and fight a war that you're not even involved in?
I think the same way you're talking about women not being able to. It's the same thing with men. There's men out there that are like, they just like
Slow.
Trump because Trump.
Yeah,
Yes.
but
They
you
just
gotta
like
understand.
because
At
they
least,
show
America,
but here's
you know?
the thing. Here's the thing. The men have skin in the game whether they like it or not.
What? What do you
Elaborate.
elaborate?
You're okay.
Okay.
Elaborate.
Hold on. Do you
Elaborate.
know what the selective service is?
Elaborate on what you're explain.
Well, for me to
Explain yourself.
elaborate, I need to know if you know what I'm elaborating on. Do you know what the selective service is?
No, elaborate.
There you go. Female privilege right there.
No, I just want you to explain it to me.
Exactly.
Come on.
That's my point. You have the privilege of not knowing what the U.S. Selective Service is. So let me go ahead and tell you. When you're 18 as a man in the United States, you must register for something called the Selective Service. If you don't,
Yep.
you go to jail or you get a big ass fine.
AKA the draft.
The draft. If there's a war. And on top of that, if you're not in the Selective Service, you can't get a loan, can't get a government job, can't get a state job.
Funding.
You're pretty much blackballed from doing anything in life. Whereas as a woman, you turn 18 years old, you can do whatever you want. And you can vote and put someone into office that will send that other 18-year-old to war. That's not fair. You don't have
what
equal
does that
skin
have
in
to
the
do
game.
with what I just said, though?
You didn't just listen. She said you're comparing.
I'm talking
both.
about there's also men out there who are just like, oh, I'm voting for Trump because Trump.
He just explained why. Literally.
No, I'm saying you're.
Okay, but not everybody gets
You
selected.
get what I'm trying to
Okay,
say,
she's,
right? Like,
she's basically
Just like how there's
saying
women who are uneducated on politics, there's men who are uneducated on politics as
No,
well.
we agree.
But
Okay.
now
That's
that,
true.
but you're saying they should still vote because they're men.
No.
That's like this.
Are you guys? Hold on. Yo. Okay. Did you not
just-
listen to what I just said?
You
You're
just
going, but
said
you
that.
went immediately into that topic after I said that. That's why I'm like,
it
yeah,
wasn't
hold
the
on.
same topic.
It's
You're
not the
talking
same
about
topic
draft,
she's talking
Because he
about.
was trying
Because-
to show
okay.
you why men, even if they're uneducated, because if there's a war, they actually have to go
yes,
and
I
die.
understand that
Thank
part.
you.
Then they have,
No,
then
if
they
you
have
understood
more
that, then you wouldn't ask
rights.
such a question. If you understood that, you would have understood the
I think
basis
my
of the
question was-
argument. I'm gonna no, because look. Here's the thing. I have a low tolerance for stupidity. The basis of my argument is very simple. This is what it is. Men have skin in the game. They have to enroll in selective service. They can go to war. You don't. So therefore, whether they know politics or they don't, they have skin in the game. You never have skin in the game. That is the base of my argument. So what you're saying is they need to know about politics. That's a moot point because they have skin in the game. The basis you're not even involved in. That's what I'm saying. She understood that, but you didn't.
Okay.
So it's not a men or women thing. It's a thing. You just don't understand like English or something. I don't know. And this again, this is what I mean. Lacking of lack critical thinking skills. Like you literally just sidestepped my entire point to say, well, there's guys out there that don't know politics. Cool. Then they're idiots and they got to go to war now because they didn't put the right person in.
Compare and contrast the.
There's
you
no
talking
compare and
about-
contrast because we're not the same.
girls
Well,
don't
when
have
you
to go to
don't let
war.
me
Girls don't have to go to
speak,
war.
There's
compare
no
and
comparing and
contrast.
contrasting because we are not the
Girls
same. If you were in the
But they
selective
don't have
service,
to.
then we could compare and contrast. But
agree
you're
to
not.
disagree.
No, it's
Agree to
not.
What?
disagree.
Women
You
what?
can definitely choose to.
Choose to
I
what?
don't have to be sent,
Yeah,
sweetie.
women can if they choose to, but men they don't have a choice once
Just
they
Mike,
enter.
Mike,
they
Mike,
have-
Mike, Mike.
Sorry.
You don't-
Basically, what they trying to say is like women, we could choose like if we want to or not. But men, once they get in it, like they don't have no choice. You gotta go do it. Like
Maybe you don't have to. You could choose to be.
a man don't have no say so once
If
they
there's a
enter
war-
that
He
industry.
said once
We
you
are
turn
forced.
18,
Yeah, they have no say
you
so.
have no say so. Yes, you do.
No, you
when
don't.
you sign that paperwork and you get in the system of what you get into as a male, if they tell you get out there in that one, you tell them no.
Stop the show. Hold on. Stop the
No,
show.
you do not. Pay goes to a
Ladies. The fact that you guys are even talking about this shows the privilege you guys have. You don't even know. You're saying you think it's like
anybody.
selective, like, oh, he could pick to do it or not. You don't even know what it is. Like she's trying to explain it to you. You have no
never
clue.
said I didn't know what it is. I wanted to
I
see
didn't
you
say I
are
didn't.
like.
Bro, you didn't know what it is.
Explain
You didn't
it.
know what it is. You didn't know what it is. It's
Okay,
fine. And there's nothing wrong with that.
that's
You're a
what you
woman. You don't
think.
have to know what it
Okay.
is. But the point
I
I'm
am
trying to
a
make
woman.
is I'll be if I'm going to allow someone who doesn't know what the hell it is that could put someone into office that could send somebody to war like me or somebody else. I'm a little too old for now. But like you said, you could basically go ahead and send a young guy to war, your classmate in college.
He dies.
He dies, and you voted for that person that put him in.
Yep.